Yeah, there are a couple.
Get off the cap.
That's interesting. Yeah, get off the cap, guys. I'll have to look at that. I never noticed it.
Okay, I'm going to send you the detail later.
Okay. Alright, everybody here, get off the cap, first of all. Second of all, let's test what you've learned. Is this a good spot right here?
Yes, it's alright.
It can be, but in most cases it's not. Especially when you've got this back here. These woods here, this provides you, if you will, a double layer of cover. This is 2 sets of bushes, 2 to 3, giving you even more protection from somebody spotting you. It's one of the reasons why you have to get so close with spotting with tanks nowadays, just because of these bushes. If there's enough of them together, it acts as a multiplier. It makes you even harder to spot, rather than just having 1 bush. 2 is better than 1. 3 is even better. So from in here, if you're behind enough of these bushes and trees, then you can pretty much be invisible this way too, even though you're in their view range. There is a video out there on YouTube I've been looking for. It shows a very in-depth discussion about how this works. It gives good examples. I haven't been able to find it though. I'll find it soon though. I'll put it on the forums. Just keep an eye out for it. So, moving on. This is a good spot for a tank destroyer because it's camouflaged. And yes, trees do give you camouflage values, just much less than a bush would. So follow me. We're going to go to the next spot.
What about knockdown trees provide camouflage?
What was that?
No.
What did he ask?
Question was, do down trees provide camouflage? And the answer is no.
I think they actually do, just a little bit though.
No, they don't, Red, but up trees do.
Okay.
Only up trees do. It's actually viewed by the other opponent as a clear area without a tree at all.
You're right, you're right. Okay.
Except if the tree is still up.
Yeah, so the tree only gives you camouflage if it's still upright. So don't go knocking over trees in directions to try and give you cover.
Down trees also let you know the enemy's coming.
Yep.
Yeah, guys.
You can usually tell anyway because you can see through it like grass. Once the tree is downed, it has the same visual effect as grass does, if you've got the grass effect on. The flora density. So this is a very prime place to be as a tank destroyer. When you're starting from the 1 position, like I said, because of all the bushes, you find a good spot in here, you know, like a ditch that you can shoot through. You know, get deeper into here. You got people on the edges of the tree line usually, and they'll spot for you. Like right here is one of my personal favorite spots, because I can aim over most of this stuff here. And then I can hit anything that comes about, and I'll see them before they see me.
I'm going out to the field, so have those guys try to look at me in the field, and they'll see what you're doing. You're in the gulch.
Alright. So right here is a small ditch. It provides hold down cover, if you guys know what that is. It makes it so that they can only hit a specific part of your tank. Just because it's a little ditch. It's in here somewhere. I just kind of remember where it is. I haven't played this map in a while. Oh, you're in it. Okay. So the ditch here gives you hold down protection just because your gun is over the ditch and they can't hit the bottom part of your tank. So right here is a very good spot. It's got bushes, it's got a ditch, and it makes you harder to spot. You know, it's you guys basically get the idea of spotting now, right? And you could pretty much find most of these spots on your own. So
I'm out here in the open field, and the only thing I can see is 2 red dots and 2 green dots. And I know there's at least 20 of you in there.
Right.
I see 2 red dots in there, and now I see 1, 2, 3, 4 green dots and another red dot up there by the flag.
We're right on top of your teammates.
Someone forgot
Spotting is really messed up in closing.
Yeah, it forms up. If you've got that many tanks formed together, it just looks like 2 big huge dots. That's another trick.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Okay.
I can see everybody just fine.
Alright, so we're gonna close this up right now, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to kill them, tank destroyers, when they're doing their job. It's very difficult, but it is possible to do it.
What was that?
I just one-shotted you. That was my 105.
Guys, stop shooting.
No, it's over. We're moving on. We need to do the next thing, so shoot him.
Damn it!
Look, I'm circling you in a stug.
Yay, got a kill.
Cartoon, you killed me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Got away.
Okay, so last thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna teach you guys how to kill them when they're doing their job.
How to kill the tank destroyers or kill the guys coming at you?
No, kill the tank destroyers.
Can we
kill the guys coming at you? It's as simple as tracking them. If you're in a bad situation where you're not at that range, just track them. They're useless when they're tracked. There's no way they'll get around you. Just track them, hold them there. Your arty will hit them, you'll hit them, whatever. Just track them. That's the key.
Can we play a quick mock-in?
A what?
If they actually...
we can do one at the end.
Mock-in where we mix each other in with each other, whatever.
Yeah, we'll do it at the end, but I want to do this first. I'm going to teach you guys how to kill tank destroyers. So I'm going to move you guys, or I'm going to move myself to the other team. I need some arties. I need volunteers.
I can get you an arty, just give me a minute.
Yeah,
I got my SU-18.
A good tip, when you're in a TD and if they actually get close to you, just try to back up against a wall or something so they can't circle you.
That's a good tip too, yeah. That's a good counter. If you're in that situation, you could do that. Really, you're going to want to avoid getting caught into numbers. If you're left in a situation where you're the only one on one side, you'd best move, because you're not going to do much that way, because you'll just be overwhelmed. You get one shot off and that will be it.
If you're not ISU or object.
Yeah.
So, something I've learned from both killing TDs and playing TDs is that your best defense is range. You're a sniper. If they get close enough, they can start down. I've seen an object die because somebody got up close to him in a freaking easy 8 and they just kept shooting him in the side until he died. You know, because he was sitting in the city trying to dogfight people.
Yeah,
you know,
these
if
TDs...
you lose range, it's
lose your advantage.
I mean, you might be able to kill him, but it's panic time.
You lose your advantage when you lose your range. That's what it is, basically.
Okay, I've seen an object. I've seen a single object holding a whole flank on his own, because everyone covered in fear when they saw him.
Okay, here we go. So we're going to meet in the middle. I'm going to position you guys in a basic scenario, and I'm going to teach you guys how to kill a tank destroyer as best you can. Most of the time, if they do it right and they counter you, you won't be able to do it alone. So I'm going to teach you a few easy ways you can use to destroy tank destroyers. And it's not working alone usually. It won't work if you do it alone. The gun will just outdo you, usually every time, till you get up to those high battles, but you'll take a lot of damage before you kill it. Playing it smart is half the battle. So we're going to meet in the middle. E5? Yes, E5.
So I have a question.
Yes.
If playing it smart is half the battle, is knowledge the other half?
Yeah.
I think it's a combination of red and blue lasers.
That was a G.I. Joe reference. Never mind.
Yeah, Red doesn't do well with pop culture references.
Nah. Wait, I didn't hear. Okay. Here's how we're gonna do this.
Pop culture from like
we're gonna go back on the road where we were before.
Oh wow, did you guys know the steeple exploded?
Huh?
Follow that, Luke.
Yeah, follow the Lukes. And by the way, one of the easiest ways to use a scout, put some binoculars on it, put a camo net on it, put it in a bush. Nobody will see you if you don't shoot. And you can remain inside of someone's view range, just light them up. We did it all the time in the Ural Steel tournament. It was one of the easy way we won. We called them OPs. We put Cunninghams with all that stuff on it, and it just easy win. I mean, like, you could scout them and they wouldn't see them yet. It was good. So everybody go back to that road we were on.
Guys, AOD higher-ups really advise against suicide scouts because a suicide scout
is a useless
scout
scout
to the team.
Everybody get on the hill.
Team, but
everybody get on the hill.
Yeah, one thing I find is fun to do and useful is to hide behind a building in a town or some kind of cover and just antagonize people, especially in public matches, because people will sit here and, as soon as they see you pop up, everybody's trying to kill you. Well, if you can light up the rest of them while they're trying to kill you, but you're in cover, odds are some of them are going to die, and at least, you can trade yourself for 2 or 3 or 4 rather than the 1 or 0 you'd get if you just rush their base.
Yeah.
Or just rush them, period.
I want you back here. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I want 1 TD to get on the road in a bush. This one back here that I'm looking at right there. That one. Someone get in that bush.
Got it.
Okay. Now I'm gonna play a scout. And I gotta get some distance, so let me get back here. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to light up the tank destroyer without killing myself. So what I'm going to do is, okay, as soon as you could start firing at me now, Sigma. I'm going to take the route that has the most obstructions for his shot to me. Bushes, objects, anything. Never drive directly at him. Trees, anything that'll obstruct his vision to you is a good place to start for your way down there. Just drive sideways like this, gain your speed. Luke's is good for this, Leopard, A20, just keeping him like this, and he can't really hit you that well. Until you turn like that. And then the Artie in the meantime, right now, has him lit up, because he's shooting at you. So the Artie can take shots at him now. You could take shots at him now if you ever make it this far. The main defense against TDs, the easiest one, is to either get close enough to do this, or to have Artie shoot at him.
Artie shot me.
And when you're doing this, track him. That's your easiest defense against him.
Dude, Artie, you're in a horrible position.
Guys, stop shooting each other.
This is a really easy way too. Just get right in on their side where they can't turn at you.
The way that I would usually stop a tank destroyer is run directly at him, at his side. So
well, if he
you're more
turns,
or less pinning him. But if you pin him from being able to turn.
Okay, so that's that. Don't shoot me or I'll die. So that's one of the ways you could do it. If you catch a tank destroyer alone, that's one of the ways, and you're a scout, that's an easy way to do it. Simply lighting a tank destroyer up is a death sentence because they really cannot stand up to Artie at all. that's what the arty is there for. That's one of the main things. If you're an arty, shoot the TDs, because they're the biggest pain in the butt ever, besides arty. You know? Yeah, because tank destroyers, if they're played right, they're one tough son of a bitch. But that's one of the easiest counters. Just light them up, and then get in cover.
Remember
this isn't
that
a good
when I
map
step
for
in
it,
the room.
Yeah.
I am a pain in your butt.
Exactly. If they play it right, the only defense you have is lighting them up. Unless they're making a mistake, which it happens all the time in World of Tanks. You just got to look out for it.
The opposite was said earlier.
Go ahead.
Hang on. The opposite was said earlier. As he's weaving his way through bushes and he's getting closer and closer to you, guys, don't be a hero. He knows where you're at. He's playing with you. Don't play. Hit the reverse key, lock it down. All you got to do is shift left and right, which is your A key and D key at default, and try to keep him in your front sights while you're backing up. By then, you should have your own arty or your own friends coming to the rescue to help you out and knocking his butt out of the game. Do not try to be a hero and tangle with him. He's way faster than you, and he knows his job, and that's his intentions, is to take you out, and he will succeed in doing so if you just stay there or move forward on him. The closer he gets to you, the heavier the chance is you're going to die. So don't. Just back up. Save it for another minute or two.
That's the easiest way to do it. Just back off. Or if there's arty cover there, like on Himmelsdorf, if you're covering a road, back up in between some buildings. Arty won't get you, and you could take the scout out if he's the only one. But normally, I wouldn't expect it to be the only one if they're playing it right.
The two reasons for that is the longer you contain him, if you can't kill him, the longer you contain him, the easier it is for the rest of your teammates to get their objectives done. You might even have somebody on that flag within those 2 minutes time that he's trying to kill you. So you want to back up and stay in the game as long as possible. Whether you kill him or not, you're stalling him from doing his complete job.
Yeah. All right, guys, that about sums it up. We could do this some other time. I got to go for now. It's been great.
Thank you. That was awesome.
Thanks.
Thanks, Redstorm.
Yeah, no problem.
Goodbye.
Simply lighting them up, getting in cover. That's good. Keeping them lit.
In a TD on TD battle, and you're facing off front to front, if you've got the opportunity, would it be best to take the shot at their upper, like their top side, rather than the frontal armor? Is it a lot thinner up there?
In a TD versus TD battle, you want to back off, because nobody's going to win that. It's going to be the one who's got the most armor is going to win it with the most gun.
Okay.
So whichever one's a higher tier, really.